Today I fucked up by getting morning wood after surgery, medical condition. Obligatory 3 years ago now. Too long didn't read, got morning wood, tore stitches inside my urethra, and laid an egg out my pee-pee. So for about 15 years of my life I struggled with continually being unable to control my bladder. From my early teens until late 20s I would have a whiz wait 5 minutes and be desperate to go again. I saw doctors several times and was continually rebuffed and told to avoid alcohol, sugar and caffeine and sent on my way. Then, one lucky day, I gave it another shot after nearly causing an accident while driving and got assigned a new graduate doctor who had just joined my practice. He talked to me for 2 minutes and immediately assigned me to a specialist surgeon. The surgeon found that I had scar tissue in my tubes that was blocking flow and causing urine to sit in the tubes and irritate it, meaning I always felt like I had to flush them out. I was given surgery to remove it. It grew back 3 times over 2 years. The last time I ended up in A&E because my urethra had completely sealed and I couldn't even drip anymore. I watched a surgeon cut through the tissue on a screen while I was without anesthetic, and I then watched her dive out the way and I expelled what she believed was close to a full liter of urine at her under pressure around her equipment. On the 4th visit to the scheduled surgeon he suggested removing the section of tube and replacing it with a graft. It meant I would have to wear a catheter for 2 weeks while it healed, which I didn't think was an issue as I'd worn one a full week after each previous surgery. 10 days in I woke up to sharp pains down below. Got morning wood, and it was shifting the catheter and it hurt like all hell. I took a long cold shower and drank some herbal tea and it calmed down and I thought nothing of it, until that night. Waking with a start I felt like I had to pee, which is not right when your bladder is perpetually empty, but the urge was so strong I rushed to the bathroom and loomed over the porcelain. The morning wood had torn my surgery stitches inside my urethra. Blood had leaked in and clotted around the catheter in a ball bigger than a chicken egg, and I was peeing an egg-sized blood clot out of my pee-pee around a catheter. Words cannot describe the agony. I was tearing stitches, stretching my tube, and tugging on the bung holding the catheter inside my bladder all at the same time, and all with the horror of fresh blood pouring out as I went. Everything from my belly button to my thighs felt like it was being mashed up and chopped apart and coming out. I was on the phone to emergency services, and they told me bleeding was normal and suggested I go to A&E myself if I was worried. I was still arguing that I couldn't drive in that condition between grunts and sobs when the clot came out and I described it to them. I was in an ambulance half an hour later going back to hospital. Anyway, it's been about 3 years now since the last surgery. After I was taken to hospital by the ambulance crew I was left as I was and then the catheter was removed on the previous schedule from the surgery. I was observed a further day and got my meals on the NHS. I have no issues anymore but I always worry it will come back. Best part? I get to look super smug when women tell me I don't understand the pain they go through during childbirth. I don't say it, but fucking I do. Edit, typos removed. It literally hurts my penis to read this. Exclamation mark. Googling how to unsee something? I missed 3 minutes ago when I didn't know this was a thing. As a male, this just makes me cringe at the thought of how much this must have hurt. Every male I know is crossing their legs at the thought of this happening to them. Trust me, I am too and I don't even have a dick. Ouch. Today I fucked up by showing my 12-year-old daughter my wife's nudes. Be patient please, I'm on mobile. Just happened a few minutes ago. We'd just ate dinner, I grabbed my phone and was playing with Snapchat. They have a make yourself anime feature. So we're messing with this, laughing, having a good time. When my wife is on my left shoulder and says, "You can even do pictures from your camera roll." So I hit this button. Now mind you, I don't just have my wife's nudes accessible on my phone. They're in a hidden folder, password protected. Apparently Snapchat can just access this on a whim. So at the bottom of the page are just thumbnails of faces you can use the filter on. You can't see any details in the photo until you select that face that is associated with it. Well, I'm going down the line. we're laughing, causing commotion. All of the sudden, boom, there's my wife in a lacy top and just spread eagle on the bed with an anime face. I panicked, my wife screeched, so I just tap a random face to change the photo. Nope, it's worse. So I shut the screen off. There's awkward silence. My wife just starts doing the dishes. Daughter asks if she can play on the Xbox. I'm sitting here wondering what the heck just happened. My wife doesn't just send nudes but maybe once out of the year if I'm lucky. I'm guessing that isn't going to happen again. Too long didn't read. Was having fun with Snapchat. Used wife's nude picture on accident in front of my daughter. I'm assuming you guys don't have an Xbox prior to this event. RIP nudes. Spread eagle on the bed with an anime face. Laughed harder than I should have. RIP dude. Oh snap. Sorry dude. F. Today I fucked up by insisting I be seen by an ear-nose-throat specialist. This FU is currently happening. Rewind 3.5 years, I started developing serious phlegm. Like, gagging into trash cans, snoring constantly at night, continual tonsil stones, throat always hurting phlegm. After 10 months and 2 bouts of strep throat, I go see the doc. Me, can I get an ENT appointment? Doc 1, well, they won't approve you for ENT, but how about an allergist? Allergist, nothing there, try again. Then our house gets remodeled by a hurricane and we have to move. New doctor. Doc 2, how about an allergist? Me, nope, tried it. Doc 2, well still, let's do that anyway. Allergist 2, nothing. Doc 2, why don't we try a speech pathologist? Me, why? Doc 2, speech pathologist, you should see an ENT doctor. Q third move in 2 years. Doc 3, you should see an allergist. Me, FU, gimme the ENT. Doc 3, okay. ENT, yeah, your nose is kinda fucky, but let's try Nasonex. Me 2 months later, yay, I'm cured. ENT, today, well, just to be sure, I'm going to stick these 3-inch tweezers with a lidocaine-soaked gauze up your nose so we can really get in there and poke around. And now I'm sitting in a waiting room shaking with nervousness, numbing agent gauze in my nose waiting to take effect so this doctor can go 3 knuckles deep in my nose, possibly touching my brain. It's gonna make a COVID test feel like a massage. And my meter expires in 20 minutes. Too long didn't read, should have skipped this appointment and told them I'd reschedule the 5th of never. Similar issues. Had sinus passages enlarged via surgery. Had sinus infections a billion times prior to surgery. Now I add 1/4 teaspoon of salt to cup warm water and a squirt up my nose while in shower. Then bend over to drain. Miracle, now no infections, pain, sinus drizzle, etc. That was 20 years ago at age 44. Wish I had done that sooner. Update, he got about 3.5 inches in with a rigid metal lighted stick. I think took photos. Gave up going further, because evidently my nasal passages are very narrow and also branch in 2 different directions. This explains so much. He said to just stay on Nasonex the rest of my life, or until they realize it causes cancer. I guess. I ran back to my car and beat the meter maid. So there was that. Face felt like a beefy toddler punched my nose from the inside for a few hours. Still uncomfortable. And now my teeth hurt, but did not endure intense pain I feared, so that was a win. Fuck, I'm literally sleeping on the couch tonight cause I've got so much phlegm in my throat that I'll snore and bother my wife. ENT said post-nasal drip, probably what you described, but Nasonex isn't doing shit for me right now. Yes, post-nasal drip. If it hadn't been for the sheer relief of waking up without a sore throat finally after 3+ years, I'd be angry at these docs for shuffling me along so much. Honest to God, thought I was going to have a tonsillectomy, my throat hurt so much. To take this Nasonex and after 4 days using it, wake up without pain. I nearly cried. Yes, I have similar issues, so wondering if Terry secure. Good luck and update us please. Well, me, update me. I'm the only one awake in the comments.